Good morning. My name is EDorris, and I am with Miss Rachel Williams with Kiewit Power. I am with AZZ Bus Systems, and we are the leading manufacturer of electrical bus systems equipment. We help customers with any type of solution for their problems. We offer superior customer service, and we provide several different products that will give you a wide range of services. And as I have here, I have a PowerPoint presentation that we will go through with Miss Williams today and see if she is able to take an interest in our product. I have the following agenda, which is very easy, is to go through a few things. But before I get started on this, I would like to say that the meeting objective today with Ms. Williams is to achieve customer satisfaction through continuous improvement and to obtain those key challenges that are in the industry today. Those happen to be, number one, you have the tariffs today. They're causing a big problem with the metals increase with aluminum, copper, and steel. You also have a key challenge that deals with the freight and or transportation. Another word for that is logistics, getting the equipment to and from the job sites. And then you also have customer label, that you might hear good and bad things about our products. So I wanted to make sure that you are aware of those things that could be a key challenge to our demonstration today. Okay. The first thing I want to go through is a quick success story. Excuse me. This is one, if you can, a little bit closer to the screen. This is one that we've had from a project called Crystal River. This is a before picture, and this is an after picture. And what you see in this picture is what we have, a product called isolated phase bus duct. What our product for isolated phase bus duct is what equipment has. It's electrical equipment that has current running through it, meaning it has electricity running through these conductors to get from one piece of equipment to another piece of equipment. And this is what it looked like before. As you can tell, it's all burned up and there had a lot of damage here. And this is what it looked like afterwards, after we got through sustaining and making sure that everything was up to date. We rebuilt everything, brand new isolated phase bus equipment. So what had happened, this is a little bit more in depth, is the project has isolated phase bus duct as well as non-segregated phase bus duct. It covered a 20 to 25 man crew working around the clock without stop. During the critical stages of this, there was manufacturing in one day for both product lines, being the isolated phase bus and the non-segregated phase bus. And then they had to have someone on site the next day. And so we had someone to get on site. We had the trucks to get there with the equipment. And then the third thing is that's the final stage with the equipment getting to the site. We were able to take that equipment and put it straight into the job site, into existing equipment interfaces. So I'm just going to continue to keep going. If you have any questions, please stop me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Now, as I had said, well, we've already talked about beforehand. I've had a couple of conversations with Ms. Williams about some offerings that we provided, but I also talked to her about what her customer needs were. And I would like to ask her again to make sure that I'm on the same page with you. What type of equipment are you currently needing on site?
We are needing 15 kV 3000 amp non-segregated phase bus.
Okay.
And 20 kV 10,000 amp isolated phase buses.
Okay. All right. And AZZ Bus Systems does offer both of those product lines. And what I would like to do is I would like to as well show you it again in my PowerPoint presentation. The product offerings in the different slides that we have in that. We have non-segregated phase bus duct, isolated phase bus duct, as well as we offer services. And the question is to many people, are we compliant with anything? Yes, we are compliant. We are compliant with the ANSI IEEE C37.23 standards. And that is with the latest edition, which is the 2015 edition. We also have updated our standard ratings for our voltages. It used to be 600 volt, now it's 1.058 kV. All those things have changed in the ANSI IEEE C37 standards, and we have updated those and our equipment and technology. So, did you have any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, good. So if you don't mind, I'm going to keep going. I wanted to show you a little bit more about, since you are interested in the 15 kV 3000 amp, I do want to show you a little bit more about the non-segregated phase bus. This is the non-segregated phase bus. It's a 3-phase system. And what you needed was a 15 kV 3000 amp. Well, what AZZ offers is we offer from anywhere from 1.058 kV up to 38 kV non-segregated phase bus. And we offer from anywhere from 1000 amp up to 5000 amp of non-segregated phase bus. So that is not a problem for us. We can handle your requirement of 15 kV 3000 amp. What I was showing you here is it's a 3-phase system. These are your copper bars, and it's in one solid enclosure. It's an aluminum enclosure, and these bars are epoxy coated insulation. Okay, we do that in a fluidized bed epoxy system that is within our facility. This just gives you a little bit more background of what else I had just said, which was the 600 volt up to the 38 kV. We offer 1000 amp, 1200 amp, usually up to 6,000 amp bus for non-segregated phase. It can be a copper or aluminum bar, and more than likely it's going to be epoxy coated with that type of insulation, or we can offer bare bar. It's up to you. We have a very customized shop, and we can provide a wide range of solutions for what you might need. Okay. This is one picture I'd like to show you. This was a huge success for AZZ Bus Systems. This is the Hoover Dam. And what this is vertical non-segregated phase bus. Whereas most non-segregated phase bus systems, they are horizontal, but in this case they needed these to be vertical, going up against the wall, up against the brick wall. And with this being the Hoover Dam, it was a very big success for AZZ. So I wanted to make sure you saw that one. Thank you. Thank you. This is just a picture to show you what the indoor non-segregated phase bus looks like. This is what the non-seg is right here. And this is a picture of a non-segregated phase bus going from one equipment to another piece of equipment. In this case, it's going from switchgear to switchgear. Okay. All right, what you'll see here is non-segregated phase bus as well, but you have a termination here. This is going to be a switchgear termination with the non-segregated phase bus going to your wall. And what we'll do is we offer a wall penetration. This just shows you a little bit more of what the non-segregated phase bus looks like. It shows you a little bit more up close what type of insulator we use, and if you have to have a larger ampacity, meaning 5,000 or 6,000 amp, then we can also go to 2 bars per phase. It does get a little bit costly, but it might be a little bit better for you in the end if you are needing that high ampacity. All right, earlier, Ms. Williams, you mentioned that you needed 20 kV, 10,000 amp isolated phase bus, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so just to go through this with you really quickly, this is our isolated phase bus. We offer 5 kV all the way up to 38 kV isolated phase bus. It could be 1200 amp up to 25,000 amp isolated phase bus. And in this case, you're only looking for 10,000 amp, so we've completely got you covered, and we will make sure that your bus duct is running without any problems. Okay. All the isolated phase bus, as well as the non-segregated phase bus, I can go back to that real quick, just to let you know, is that all the bus is usually painted the industry standard, which is ANSI 61. It's a light gray. Now we can paint any buses any type color that you would prefer. It could be a little bit extra, but as you can see in this application, this isolated phase bus required it to be blue, so we had to get them to pay a little bit extra for that blue paint. But it is mighty pretty. So anyway, this is the isolated phase bus. You have different options to it. You can get 1 insulator, you can get 3 insulator, and when you get up to that 25,000 amp, that's whenever you have to go to a 4 insulator design on the isolated phase bus. And as I know, this is not something that you're really into right now. I just wanted to give you an overview of what we did offer in case you have other applications that you might need us for, then you'll know that we're available for those. Real quick, the isolated phase bus, just to show you how it does fit up and weld. This is how it does in the plant. This is how we have to roll the isolated phase bus, which is aluminum. And then, as I had mentioned earlier, as far as what we need to do to be on site, we have a technician that can be on site, usually within 24 hours. So that's not a problem. We just do need to know ahead of time. So if you have any problems, such as right now you have a bus failure because of the 2 applications that you need. So we're able to do that if we need to come right away. But as I know, because we've already talked, that you had said that we didn't need to come until you have an outage, which is at the end of the year. So we're able to go ahead and get that scheduled ahead of time with our engineers. So we do have an emergency service number that you're welcome to call. I'll give that to you as well if you don't already have it on the handouts that I've given to you. But right quick, I just wanted to go through with you to make sure that I know you've probably heard about our competition, but just to run through those with you really quickly. Our first competition is Powell, also known as Delta Unibus. Our other competition is Technibus, Crown Electric, GE, and Eaton Cutler Hammer. But as you can see, we are all located on the east side, but we're right here in the middle, which is in Jackson, Mississippi. So we are able to get anywhere that you need us to be, just as fast as the other competitors can be. Whether our price for freight might be a little bit more expensive, please also consider our quality, which could be a little bit better than theirs. And I know it is. So, all right, I do want to share with you a couple of more success stories really quick. This was a turnkey installation of isolated phase bus. It was called Solana in Arizona. As you can tell, what we had to do is we had to put all the isolated phase bus back on steel supports and get it up in the air. And as you can tell, there's tons of steel, there's tons of other supports here that we had to go through, and other pieces of equipment that we had to make sure that we did not touch, and there was no problems with anything. So that was another success story for AZZ. This is another one as well. This is Arkansas Nuclear 1. It is in Arkansas as well. This one had a fault current occur, and it was resulted in a fire and an explosion. So what had happened was that it caused a transformer to lose power, and it caused the local residents in Arkansas that live near this power station to completely lose power as well. So in order to get those local residents back up and have power, we had to get this transformer back online and get it going again. So that again had isolated phase bus and non-segregated phase bus. So today I went through just a couple of things with you because we've talked before on the phone, and now I was wanting to talk to you in front of, in the office, because after this presentation I wanted to do a plant tour and take you through our plant and let you see the actual products. And but this is usually what is a few problems at the end. What is the business problem? What are customers doing? For example, unscheduled outages because of the bus failures. Well, right now that's what you're having. And what do you want from us? And that is, you want a brand new 15 kV, 3000 amp non-segregated phase bus system. And you want a 20 kV, 10,000 amp isolated phase bus system, as well as service. You want to make sure that we have somebody on site with that equipment in a good time frame. And we can definitely provide that to you. Also, as well as the commercial terms, that was one thing that I wanted to make sure that I had to cover with you. AZZ does require 50% up front with the purchase order, and we require 50% before delivery. And I know we haven't talked about this before, but do you possibly think that Kiewit Power would be up to those commercial payment terms?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I agreed to these, and it's not a problem.
Great. Okay, wonderful. Okay, well, good. I would also like to go through delivery really quickly, and just to make sure that I'm on the same page with you as far as that goes. Mm-hmm. Now, when are you requiring this delivery to be on site, this equipment to be on site, or to be delivered?
Usually 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks? Mm-hmm. Wow, okay. 2 weeks. For both product lines?
Yes.
Okay. For both product lines, wow, okay. Do understand, Ms. Williams, that if you're looking for this delivery to be on site in about 2 weeks, that's going to make us have to expedite a lot of things in our plant, meaning we're going to have to rearrange our production schedule. We're going to have to rearrange some engineers and some designers, and we're going to have to make sure that we have allowed for enough overtime pay for some of the personnel in our plant. So, okay, I'll tell you what. Since you've agreed to the commercial terms, and I know we can do it. I know AZZ can do it. If you agree, since you agreed to the commercial terms, the 50% up front and the 50% before shipment, then we can have your equipment on site in 2 weeks.
Good.
Okay. Now, you did review our proposal.
Yes, and we're interested.
Okay. Did you see anything in the proposal that happened to make you have any questions or anything like that?
No, not really.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So if today, perhaps, since you are the buyer for Kiewit, today, if I were to give you a contract and tell you that since we can meet the delivery and you're able to provide the commercial terms, since those are all in agreement, would you be able to sign a contract today?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that sounds great. I think that we can actually close with that then and wrap it up and try and get a contract going and make sure that Ms. Williams has her product in 2 weeks. So if you do have any questions, I want to just real quick go through this with you for a second. We do have things, if you can, We have product brochures that are online
Mhm.
and you can print for all our products. Or you can go, search through our website at azz.com, and you'll find valuable information there about our products and services, about our reps, and what facility locations we offer. And you can also do inquiry generations from the website as well.
Okay.
So if you have any other coworkers that need bus duct, this electrical bus duct, then please let them know what our website is, and we'll be glad to help them if they'll just send us an email. Okay. Also, I have listed the names of the personnel here, which for product, it's myself, which is EDorris. I am proposal supervisor for AZZ Bus Systems. I have project estimator under me, which is, his name is Evan Lossett. And then we have the North American sales manager, and his name is Mark Samuel. And then for the service part, we have David Smith, who is the supervisor manager. And we have Rob Arth, who is an outside salesman for our service department. And they all can be reached through the website, or you can just call into our general number and you can ask for one of those. So Ms. Williams, do you have any questions before we close on this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I certainly appreciate it. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.